Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, WWE Perth takeover for Crown Jewel is just 1 week away, and here are my full match card predictions. First of all, let's get things rolling with the John Cena retirement tour, where he will face AJ Styles in his last ever appearance in Perth. I believe the current win-loss ratio is 2-2 at the moment, so this fifth match is going to be an absolute banger, and I think they're going to bring out some moves from the past. And to really solidify that heel AJ Styles, I would love to see him win, but I am going to back John Cena in his last Australian appearance with the WWE. Next up, Aussie icon Rhea Ripley and Io Sky take on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have a lot of history against each other, and to see them team against these two here is going to be one hell of a match. But we're in Australia, we got to back Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to win this one. I'm going to run through some matches that aren't official for the card yet, but matches I think that might happen. And I'm going to start things off with Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre is on the poster for Crown Jewel, so I do believe that he's going to get a match in some way. And at the moment, it's kind of shaping up that his opponent will be Jacob Fatu over the past couple of weeks on SmackDown. Either way, Drew McIntyre has been underutilized on the main roster, so I'm going to back him to beat Jacob Fatu here. Next up, we know Roman Reigns is also on the cover and will be a part of the show. And I do think that they are kind of setting up towards War Games, and there will be some kind of tag team match here with the Usos and Roman Reigns taking on the Bronze from the Vision and someone else. And I just have a feeling that that mystery person could just be potentially LA Knight. And it makes a little bit of sense because we know we had a little bit of problem with the Usos, more particularly Jey Uso. But I think that it would be the perfect spot and maybe even turning heel to take on Roman Reigns and the Usos. Now, for that match were to happen, I would say that I'm going to back the Vision to win. As much as I'd love to see this team here, I just don't think they have the connection as they used to, and the Vision are just on top of Raw at the moment. Now, next up, another match that I really thought that they would have already announced would be Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental title. Now, this is coming off the back of WrestlePalooza, and I think that this would be one hell of a match. As much as I'd love to see AJ win, I think Becky would take this home. And then for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton will defend against World Champion Stephanie Foucault. Now, I think that in this matchup, Kiana James and Julia, just after this past SmackDown, will play a big role in this matchup, potentially even costing Stephanie Foucault the match. And as much as I'd like to see her win, I think that Tiffany Stratton will pick up the win for the Crown Jewel Championship. Then we're going to see the Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes take on the World Champion Seth Rollins. Now, the history between these two dates back to WrestleMania 38 when Cody returned to the WWE, and I think this will be one hell of a match, but I'd love to see Seth Rollins walk out as the Men's Crown Jewel Champion. And now another fantasy match, I'd love to see Dom defend it against either Rusev or even potentially Penta. I just don't think it's going to happen, but if this match were to happen, it would be absolutely fire. What do you think happens?